morning. Right, so here at West Lancs, this is where I'm going to be doing my open qualifying, both regional and hopefully, no, be more positive, and final qualifying. I'm going to kind of get out here, treat it as a bit of a full-on practice round. So like super duper serious focus on every shot. Pre-shot routines, visualization. That's about it.
Any tips on how to fix my slice?
To be honest, I'm just trying to figure out how to undo my shoelaces at the moment. That's got to pick as my main focus. Hi, I'm Peter Finch. I'm doing open qualifying with the ultimate dream and hope of actually playing in the Open. I place expectations on myself, but it's a great opportunity in many respects, open qualifying, to meet people. I think last year we had 50, 60 people kind of walk around, and that's amazing. You know, at the end of the day, getting that many people to come watch you play golf at the standard that I'm at, that's absolutely crazy. And all I feel from that kind of side of things is just support. When you get through to final qualifying, you know, it's just a case of you've just got to have the two best rounds of your life, and even that might not be enough. Yes, qualifying for the Open, that is the goal. I've made video series about it, but it's more about how I'm improving as a golfer, and then the process of making videos to help other people get better at their own game. At the end of the day, if I don't play well and I don't kind of make it through, it doesn't matter. Well, it does to me, but not to them, it's fine.
Where's the bike going?
It's basically top of the stairs there.
That door there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I thought, what a way to keep fit without running, because my joints are now made of plaster. So I thought this would be a good way. If it works out like that, I'm not sure. It's really sad. I like even at the room it's going into, I like painted the room, like for its arrival, like it was a baby. It's as closest as I'm ever going to get to a child.
I do need to go through it to set it all up. This thing is this is keeping me going at the moment. Have you used one of these before?
No.
Yes. So I've been told by Mr. Norrin, my swing hero, that a lot of wrist injuries basically come from forearms. So I'm massaging the absolute hell out of my forearms at the moment just to try and see if it makes a difference. Curse of getting old, kids. The body starts falling apart. I've always been old, it's fine. Sit down. Pour. Stay. 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 Oh my God, it's like a miracle. If you ever want a top tip how to tire a dog out, this is the way to do it. 3 laps of this and we'll be fine. I never actually throw the ball. This is just for decoration. It actually comes as one unit, it doesn't even come out. It was a few, well, what was it now? 3 years ago maybe? Still coaching at Trafford, and it was like 50 hours a week coaching, and then it's like another, I don't know, maybe 30 on top of that, 40 filming and editing. It was just like, it was full on. It was like literally no days off. It was good at the time, but it was unsustainable. Like, it just could just completely knack it out. And obviously now it's kind of come full circle where I'm spending all my time filming and none of my time coaching. And it just allows a little bit more time to kind of relax and enjoy myself. I'll say enjoy myself. Get a poo bag out, like, it's giving me more time to collect poo. There we go, the circular dance of victory. Don't go in the sand, don't go in the sand. One of the things with YouTube is you can literally you can go back and look, and it is, God, when was it now? 7 years ago. How to hit a short pitch shot. Absolutely terrifying it is. Because I remember getting there.
Just in front of you. So a little bit of weight forward, hands just opposite the left thigh. Doesn't need to be any more.
99 quid, 4 half-an-hour golf lessons, and you get 50 quid of range balls. Remember it like it was yesterday. Like this is all still so strange. Like I wouldn't have said 7 years ago that I'd ever be comfortable on camera. Now there's a gully to the left of this hole, and I swear to all the golfing gods, I am not going to go in that gully this time. They might as well rename that. Put a little blue plaque. Like Peter Finch, every time he comes to West Lancs, is here. Not today. If I was just to come here today a few years ago, I'd want to get definitely a video out of it. I'd edit it and I'd upload it probably the next day. Where actually, you better take in a couple of days to think about what that video is going to be. Just the way that I go about making videos now, it's a lot more thought out. Might not come across like that, but it is a lot more thought out than it used to be. I don't know, just let us know. I think I'm okay running past 5, depending on what everyone thinks. I wanted somewhere where I could just go and film and not be disturbed, so I just in my own little world really. And this is great because I can come here, I can film, I can get all the data I need to on the quad, and then I can go onto a course and film more if I need to. In the last few years, so we've doubled the size of kind of like the YouTube channel. We've pretty much doubled the size of every platform that we're on. And that obviously leads to more and more opportunities. So like we're doing videos at the moment and like different projects that 2 years ago, I just wouldn't have thought kind of possible. Like 5 years ago, all we were doing was just coaching videos. That's literally it. One of the really amazing things about YouTube, aside from the obvious doing it as a job, like when you look back, I remember I did that and God, oh yeah, I was there, and you know, what an amazing course, what an amazing place. I was looking back the other day and went to Petra in Jordan, one of like the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and it was just like golf and YouTube has allowed me to go there. Like I wouldn't have been there any other way. Have you had enough? Yes or no? Come on then. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Come on. Getting 100,000 subs on YouTube was definitely a lot more than I thought I'd get. But now it's a case of saying, well, I'm seeing how it's all growing, and it's a case of saying, well, you know, I'm probably only a year away from getting to 500,000. I don't need to get like continually more and more subscribers, but it's just nice. It's a nice thing to do and to experiment with, to see what works. And it's, you know, it is now a proper like job, and I'm employing people, and it's just such a different kind of situation. It just moves so fast as well. Just B-roll stuff like low down shots, zoomed in shots. We'll do that for 3 holes. So the last couple of years, I've just tried to make a concerted effort to spend money on expertise, get people in working with the hope of more growth, and it seems to be working so far. Well, if there wasn't cameras here, I'd be a little bit more fruity with my language. It's perfect, mate. That's the right way, isn't it?
Getting ready for the Open.
Go on, getting ready. Getting ready, that's the ultimate goal. I'm getting ready to not make so much of a fool of myself in regionals. I love the concept that, in principle, you're only 3 really good rounds away from the Open, like anybody. Now, obviously, it's a lot more difficult than that, but it's such a tantalising opportunity, and you can say, you know, I'm going for Open qualifying. And I think a lot of people, certainly through the regional qualifying, you know, sometimes it's the only competition they play in a year. They just enter, chuck the rat into the ring and give it a go. It feels quite old school in many respects. Yes, qualifying for the Open, that is the goal. I've made video series about it, but it's more about how I'm improving as a golfer, and then the process of making videos to help other people get better at their own game. That's great, that's really cool. Because it also gives me something to aim for other than just doing good scores. I remember going to the Open at Royal Liverpool, the one that Rory won. And I kind of went there with my dad. And again, I just remember walking in the gates there, and the first shot we saw was Matteo Manacera. He like knocks in a 6-iron for like 190 yards, and I was like, right, okay, it's going to be a good time. I was always kind of much more into my football, and then started playing golf pretty late, really, like 13, 14. Properly, I'd obviously kind of hit a few shots here and there, but I kind of obviously really enjoyed playing, and it got to the point where I was playing football okay level, and I was just getting better and better at golf, and then I got injured playing football and I couldn't play golf, and I miss golf like so much more. So I kind of thought, well, I think that's probably the answer, really. Similar touch. The last 2-3 years, this is the first time where I feel I'm actually taking it a little bit more seriously, and it's certainly underlined quite a few fatal flaws within my game. You know, stuff that I just don't think about but needs to be addressed. Slowly getting better. I mean, listen, if I hold this putt for an eagle, I'm under par. You know, the world's a happy place. Birds are out, sun's soon going to be shining. Wonderful company. Yeah, what more could you ask for? Sandwich maybe. Pretty peckish like.
Can't beat him with this today, can I? Just have witnesses.
Complaints through the open channels. I think I'm probably swinging and striking it as well as I have done. For me, it's a difficult match of just staying kind of injury free, because as soon as I start to ramp up the practice, that's when I start to fall apart. So I'm trying to find ways that I can hit as many balls as possible whilst not injuring myself, because I would hate to get near open qualifying and just have something where I know I can't kind of practice or swing freely. At the moment, I'm kind of managing everything okay. So that's my biggest fear. I think if I can get there injury free, then yeah, I've got a chance.
Is that all right on the wrist?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know if it feels on anything. I've worked with a few golfers, obviously not the level of Pete, but
Nothing this bad.
It has brought weights into it a lot more. So obviously there's more of a focus on kind of getting that range of motion up, getting the strength up. Things like the deadlift, it's a brilliant exercise just for generating power.
I won't dissuade any notions I enjoy this. Because I don't. I mean, it's amazing, I love it.
Yeah. We're focusing on obviously keeping that range of motion. If range of motion goes quite poor, risk of injury goes up.
You know, I could try and do everything myself, but the chances are other people helping me who actually know what they're on about, it's just going to accelerate that process.
Yeah, I think he's been very nervous, to be honest. I think that he just wants to get his game where he thinks he needs and where he knows it needs to be. So he'll be looking to really improve that and get to the level that he wants to get to. So I think he's trying to not put a lot of pressure on himself, but I have belief that he'll get that.
That's gone so bloody far. That's like gone about 270, 280. I think one of the keys that you've really got to come into links golf with is imagination, and it's a case of practicing it constantly, because I've not played links golf in, you know, what 6-8 months, something like that, and there are so many shots out there that you forget about. Like normally the courses I play at, most of the shots around the green, it's in the air, so you hit it up in the air, you land it as soft as possible, you stop it around the pin. Where as soon as we get out there today, all of a sudden it's like chip and runs and, you know, all these different types of shots where you're using the ground a lot more. And that's maybe where, I'm not going to say I have an advantage, because everyone entering open qualifying is a good golfer, but if I can sharpen that aspect of my game up, then yeah, you never know. Normally I just get up there a couple of days beforehand, but I played it a lot now, but I want to get into this year with much more of a idea of my exact game plan. My goal really this year is to get through to final qualifying, like, because I've not been there before. that's where I'll generally see the standard I actually need to get up to. So just to get to that point would be great. And then when you get through to final qualifying, you know, it's just a case of you've just got to have the 2 best rounds of your life. And even that might not be enough. There's a green in regulation on the 3rd hole at Westland. So just want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you next year, because I've basically completed golf now. It's great. Still went left of the pin. It still went left. I don't know how to not do left.